Donald Trump claims his meeting with Vladimir Putin could pave the way to saving lives in both Ukraine and Russia. The two leaders will meet in the Alaskan city of Anchorage in a matter of hours to discuss a potential end to the Ukraine war. The US president says if this meeting goes well, a more important one could be held afterwards that featured both Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky.
I think it's going to be a good meeting, but the more important meeting will be the second meeting that we're having. We're going to have a meeting with President Putin, President Zelensky, myself, and maybe we'll bring some of the European leaders along, maybe not. I don't know that it's going to be very important. We're going to see what happens. And I think President Putin will make peace. I think President Zelensky will make peace. We'll see if they can get along. And if they can, it'll be great. You know, I've solved 6 wars in the last 6 months, a little more than 6 months now, and I'm very proud of it. I thought the easiest one would be this one. It's actually the most difficult.
The Russian president believes Donald Trump is making sincere efforts to promote peace between Moscow and Kiev.
I want to tell you about the stage we're at with the current American administration, which, as everyone knows, is making, in my opinion, quite energetic and sincere efforts to stop the hostilities, stop the crisis, and reach agreements that are of interest to all parties involved in this conflict, in order to create long-term conditions of peace between our countries, and in Europe and in the world as a whole.
As James Matthews reports, the Alaskan city of Anchorage holds significant geopolitical standing between the two leaders, as throughout the years, both parties have held the land.
Alaska, it's where east meets west. Beneath its mountain ranges, it's where Trump meets Putin. Just a few miles of water separate this corner of the United States from Russia. At the sharp end of the Cold War, Alaska has known confrontation across the sea. Missile bunkers speak of history past as modern history plays out. The Russian bear at the back door is back in the fold. Time and Trump have warmed the Cold War chill. Where he goes next, we're about to find out.
There will be very severe consequences, yes.
There would be severe consequences, said Donald Trump, if Putin doesn't agree to end the war. An F-15 marks the spot where he'll meet his Russian counterpart. Ahead of an unpredictable encounter at this US military base, European countries have laid down their red lines. Russia, they say, can't block Ukraine's path to the EU or NATO, and no ceasefire on Friday will mean fresh European sanctions. Donald Trump is making optimistic noises, but he's also stressing this may come to nothing. Playing down expectations plays to the man not at the table. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, uninvited and uneasy at the prospect of a deal struck in his absence that he can't accept.
I would like to have ceasefire.
Anna Yarova and her daughter Emilia are invested in the meeting down the road. They're Ukrainians among 1,300 in Alaska who sought refuge from their country's war.
The president of Ukraine wants to save the entire country of Ukraine, which makes sense. But I hope that President Trump will be able to have some positive influence. But I just don't know if that will be possible. I just have to hope. I have to.
You don't know if it will be possible. Why? What would be the? What's the concern?
This war has been going on for so long, and it's been so terrible that I don't know if the president of Russia will want to stop it.
It is a view that reflects reservations widely held around this summit. There is hope, albeit clouded by expectation. James Matthews, Sky News, in Anchorage, Alaska.